Well.
World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Do you remember how you got here? You've lost your capacity to discern reality from fiction. What's real is here and now. Anything else is just your mind playing tricks on you. It becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we?
Never got the job for it. They want to play ball with their views and their mentality. People in here just need to wake up and smell that fucking coffee. Not a hater. This is a timeline. It's over.
Find yourself and see. It's the only way you will know who we really are.
Elden Ring is a terrible game. Elden Ring is a terrible game. They shill that shit on Reddit. Elden Ring is a terrible game. Elden Ring is a terrible game. They shill that shit on Reddit.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day that Xbox has lost its smile, okay? Today is the day that Xbox has lost its smile. It is over, folks. It really is. And I didn't think this was going to happen. Truly, this is surprising news to me. I'm not even kidding. Truly, this is surprising news to me. And I'll tell you why as we unpack here, but I'm speechless. Okay, I am literally speechless, bro. This is not a good sign, okay? Everyone's like, oh, we'll wait, we'll be patient, you know. Yeah, the game could turn out to be great, but oh my God, there's so much to unpack.
$2 through Super Chat. Popping that cherry.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, bro, appreciate it. Let's go. Pack them in, folks. We got some big news out here, and this is not the news that I wanted to cover because just 1 month from now, the Xbox Showcase is going to be happening. And I don't know what they're going to be showing. They might be showing Starfield, but who cares at this point because Starfield isn't coming this year. Okay, if you are not in the know, this is the reality of the situation right here. Starfield and Redfall, whatever the hell that is, some vampire shit got delayed. Okay, it's over. We've made the decision to delay the launches of Redfall and Starfield to the first half of 2023. That's the official word, folks, from Bethesda. It is over, folks. I'm not even kidding. Xbox is in shambles.
Bow down, Mackle. Elden Ring is game of the year. When I beat the final boss, my cunt was squirting and queefing for a week.
That's great fucking news, dude. Let's go, folks. Come on. Look, at the end of the day, maybe they didn't want to go up against Elden Ring. Honestly, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack on why this was ultimately delayed. Of course, we heard rumors a few weeks ago that Starfield was not where it needed to be. We actually had a caller call in and break that scoop for us, but, you know, I didn't give it too much validity because we have a trolley fan base. But I'll tell you, it's seemingly coming to fruition more so than now than ever before. Because it's really starting to add up here. It really is starting to add up.
Loophole 572 donated $2 through Super Chat. 11/11/2022. What went wrong?
Really, what went so unequivocally wrong? That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Loophole coming through with the $2 Super Chat. Let's go, baby. They have delayed Starfield into the first half of 2023, and I don't even. I'm literally speechless out. Like I mean, you know, there's stuff I want to talk about, but I can't talk. I just can't formulate it to be like I am dead ass surprised that this was delayed. No, dead ass. I am actually surprised. This isn't this came out of nowhere. Okay, this came out of nowhere. I don't know why. Oh God, it just pisses me off.
Walter Johnson donated $1.99
It just doesn't make any sense, and I'll tell you, it's so incredibly
Abandoned, Starfield, zero gameplay.
Oh my God.
Vaporware.
We're going to have to pull up the notepad because we have to dissect what is happening this holiday 2022, and especially for Xbox and even Sony, it's just not a good look. It's really not a good look. So, I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this conversation out here. This is, to me, this tells me everything about this game, and, you know, I really don't know where to begin. I honestly don't even know where to begin. But we're going to try and do what we can out here. I can barely see the screen, but just know that, again, this is the official word right here. Redfall Starfield delayed into the first half of 2023. Now, you guys might say, oh, it's not a big deal. Just wait until it's polished and ready. And it's great that they're not shipping out a buggy, broken game and all that crap. And it's like, dude, this could be the next Cyberpunk. You know, at this rate, this could be the next Cyberpunk. The fact that they're delaying it 1 month before the damn Xbox showcase is a red flag. Because maybe what they show off next month, literally in 1 month, in 30 days or whatever a month is, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Now, here's what pisses me off. This is why I'm surprised. Let me just start there. This is why I'm surprised because we heard, when did they unveil Starfield? Like last year? They unveiled the teaser trailer. They unveiled the release date, 11/11/2022. That's what they told us. They said it was coming 11/11/2022. They were very confident in that. In fact, so confident that we have the article right here. Okay, Starfield. If we can pull this up in a way that makes sense, let's see if we can pull it up in a way that makes sense. Right here, Starfield Bethesda is. Let's scroll down here. Oh God, we can't scroll down. This is already a disaster here. Let me see what we can do. It's hot as hell out here, folks. But let's fix this. Let's scroll down so we can read some of this here. And this is what Bethesda told us time and time again. Starfield Bethesda is feeling confident about the release date, Todd Howard says. Starfield director Todd Howard says that though there is still much work to be done on the upcoming RPG, Bethesda is confident it will be ready in time for its launch, which of course was 11/11/2022. So this was what they were, This is what they were trying to tell us time and time again, 11/11/2022. It was a great date. It was fantastic. You know, it wasn't some vague, like, holiday 2022 shit because that's what Hogwarts is like. Hogwarts doesn't have a specific release date. It probably won't even fucking release this year. And if that doesn't release this year, and if God of War, there's nothing coming out. It is a total barren wasteland. This year is totally fucked. But... You know, this is why I'm surprised right here, folks. This is why I'm surprised right here, because they said that it was, going to happen on 11/11/2022. And I had no reason to believe that this wasn't going to launch on 11/11/2022 because Bethesda always does this shit where they basically wait until July, June, whenever, E3 time, they pull the curtain back, and then it releases holiday of that year. And I thought, okay, that's why they're quiet with Starfield. They're quiet with Starfield because we know it's coming on 11/11/2022, and they're going to pull that curtain back at the Xbox Games Showcase. And then here, all of a sudden, literally 1 month from the Xbox Games Showcase, they decide to delay Starfield into the first half of 2023. Let's pull up the notepad because Xbox is in a terrible spot right now. I'm not even... exacerbating it. Like it's just really, I mean, I am literally speechless out here. I'm not even kidding. Like I am dead ass. Like I don't even know what to say about this. Like I could talk about this for the next 3 hours, because there's just so much to unpack here. It's not even fucking funny, and it's not good for Xbox. Like this is the end for Xbox. They have nothing to show for. Okay, let's just put that on there. They have nothing to show for. They have nothing to show for holiday 2022. Oh Lord, what the fuck? They have nothing to show for holiday 2022. And let's go ahead and lower that. Let's go. Come on. We got a brand new member. Let's go. So let's lower this right here, folks. They have nothing to show for holiday 2022. And once we lower this, we'll rephrase that a little bit. Alrighty. Boom. Okay. Xbox has nothing to show for well, now has nothing to show for holiday 2022. Okay, Starfield was the big game. Starfield was the next-gen only game, okay? It was that game, you know, Starfield was the big fucking game. Like, I don't understand. Like, this was the Cyberpunk of this year, in my opinion. I think this had the potential, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean that in terms of the hype and in terms of, like, okay, this is that big game. It was on next-gen only. I mean, it's on next-gen only, from what we know. Series X, and then Series S, and then PC, of course. Okay, but what the fuck is going on? But you have to understand, like, this was everything for Xbox this holiday 2022. And why does that keep switching? But this was everything for Xbox, folks. Okay, now they don't have Starfield. So what do they have? Okay, this is why it's a massive deal. It's a massive problem. What do they have? Stalker 2. That ain't coming out this year. Come on. Ain't nobody believing that bullshit. Stalker 2. It's supposed to come out in December. There's no the likelihood of that happening is in my opinion very slim. So I'm going to put very slim chance of release or whatever. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like, why does that keep doing that? It just doesn't seem like Stalker 2 is really in the cards in a way that makes sense for obvious reasons. But Xbox has nothing to show for holiday 2022. I mean, look, there could be a few surprises, okay? There could be a few surprises, but...
Billy Too Smooth donated $5 through Super Chat. I own both PS5 and Series 10. I'm legit buying a dust cover for my Xbox. By the time Starfield hits, it will be over 2 years since a next-gen exclusive.
Oh, Jesus God. Well, that's the thing. Halo, I mean, no one's playing Halo anymore. Halo came out. Initially, it was well-received, and they were like, oh, we love Halo. 2 months later, they started to hate Halo. So Halo, I would argue, kind of was a flop for Xbox. I mean, it probably did well numbers-wise, but at the end of the day, I mean, who's playing Halo in 2022, in June, July of 2022? I mean, not many people. It's already peaked, and it has, taken on the downward spiral. So... last year, I mean, they had Halo. This year they have, what do they have? Stalker 2 potentially. They have Scorn. That's it. That I know of and that we know of, right? They could have a surprise up their sleeve at the Xbox Games Showcase next month. Okay, that's literally next month. The exact date, next month. The 12th of June. That's next month, right? So... they better have something for this year, because if they have nothing, it's over. Like, I don't understand why you would want to subscribe to Game Pass when there's nothing big, when there's nothing new on Game Pass, because now Xbox has nothing to show for holiday 2022, this holiday, because Starfield is delayed. It was the big game, next gen only, Series X, Series S, PC, big Game Pass game. It was going to be that game that was potentially going to go up against Elden Ring, okay? And maybe that's one of the reasons why they delayed it. Maybe they wanted to give it more attention, push it to 2023, so it can have its time and fun in the sun. I don't know, okay? I'm sure there's various factors, but Stalker 2 supposedly is coming out this December, okay? So if it does, that could be a W for them. But the likelihood of that happening is just not really. I just don't think Stalker 2 is coming this year. Scorn might come this year, but I think that's a low-key game. And I'll tell you, this is a massive L for Xbox.
Donated $2 through
this is a massive L for Xbox.
Halo and Forza were cross-gen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why Starfield, all the eggs were in that basket, because it's next-gen only. We wanted to see, okay, let's take advantage of the Series X, Series S, PC, and get away from the old 2013 hardware. That was what we were clamoring for. Starfield was going to deliver in that way. Not even God of War is delivering in that way. God of War is a cross-gen title. Halo's a cross-gen title. So this was that big fucking game. Stalker 2, I believe, is next-gen only as well. I could be wrong, though. But I know it's on Unreal Engine 5. But again, we just don't know. We don't know if that's coming this year. So you look at these three games here that I know of. There might be a new Forza. I don't know. But, bro.
I'm a fucking devil donated $5 through Super Chat. Nothing to look forward to. This is what happens when you get your hopes up for COVID-era games. A polished game is better than a rushed game, I guess.
Yeah, but who knows if it's even coming out in 2023, to be totally frank. Who knows if it's even coming out in 2023? This could be another Cyberpunk situation where they just continue to delay and delay and delay and delay. I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen. It could very well release in early 2023. Okay, but at the end of the day, It is a major L for Xbox. I'm talking a major L. Now, here's the thing. This is what I would do if I were Sony, okay? Now, look, we don't know if God of War is coming out this year. It's slated to come out this year. There has not been an official delay. But I'll tell you what, now is the time, the golden opportunity, okay? The golden opportunity for PlayStation to swoop in and push out God of War this year, okay? Now, again, it's slated to release this year. There's a lot of skepticism around that release because they've been very quiet about it. And the likelihood of God of War releasing this year, I just don't see it happening. I mean, unless they're waiting until that time to pull the curtain back like we thought they were going to do with Starfield. And they still could show off Starfield gameplay next month, but maybe the Starfield gameplay that they have planned isn't really all that impressive, and that's why they signaled for the delay to get ahead of that potential controversy, because if they show off Starfield and graphically it's not where it needs to be, if they show off Starfield and graphically it's underwhelming or it's just not where it, again, needs to be, then that's why they're ahead of that with this delay, because gamers can look at the Starfield unveil and say, okay, well, this isn't coming until 2023. They'll have the pre-alpha disclaimer on the bottom or some bullshit like that, right? And that'll give them an opportunity to kind of have some headroom in case there is blowback from the initial first impression of Starfield, and if it's terrible or if there's pop-in or if it's really, I mean, if it's that bad, I wouldn't show it, but at the same time, that is a possibility. So look, I think this is a golden opportunity for PlayStation to swoop in, and within the next few weeks, maybe start talking about God of War if it is coming this year. Because if God of War is coming this year, Xbox has lost this year. Okay, let's just put it that way, because they have nothing for holiday 2022 outside of Scorn, maybe Stalker 2, but the likelihood of that releasing holiday 2022 is really fucking slim. So this is why it's a massive issue. This is why it has destroyed Xbox. I think Xbox is in a bad spot. You can talk about the value of Game Pass and all that, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of great things on Game Pass and a lot of games that I wouldn't pay $60 for because they're not worth my money. But at the end of the day, they don't have anything big coming to Game Pass, at least that we know of. Yeah, you got Stalker 2 and potentially...
Michael Black donated $10 through Super Chat. Todd Howard knew you would eat those. Hot pepper chips if it got
Yeah, we got to
delayed.
see about that. I mean, it's too hot out here to do that shit. We'll fucking die. But we got to eat something. We got to eat something, because I did say that if Starfield gets delayed, we're going to have to eat a hot chip. So we're going to have to do it eventually. Not right now. It's too hot to do that shit. We'll literally die out here. I'm surprised the computer. I mean, this is so fucking hot. So again, this is why it's a blow. It's a blow. I mean, and you have to factor in why this was delayed. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate you, Michael Black, coming through. You have to figure out. You kind of have to wonder, why was it delayed? Is it delayed because it's not where it needs to be? Is it delayed because they were scared of the Elden Ring? I mean, honestly, were they scared of Elden Ring? It could be that simple. Maybe they didn't want it to lose its thunder to Elden Ring. I mean, I know that sounds a little ridiculous. They're both two totally different games, but at the end of the day, bro, this is just unheard of. I am totally surprised. Again, this is why I'm so surprised. There's many articles. You can go look back. They were very confident in the release date, as it shows here. Todd Howard says, very confident in 11/11/2022. It was a great date. It stuck. 11/11/2022, November 11th, 2022. That's what we all have been told for many, many months now. Starfield was coming. Starfield's going to be a big game. Game Pass Day 1, 11/11/2022. Now, all of a sudden, 30 days, or a month rather, from the Xbox Games Showcase, and they decide to slam the brakes on. They decide to slam the brakes on. So what happened internally, we'll probably never know, but clearly the game isn't where it needs to be, or they're afraid of Elden Ring, or the demo that they're going to show off next month isn't maybe going to be as impressive as initially thought. I mean, I don't know, but obviously this was a strategic move here to delay Redfield and Starfield. So not only, I don't even know when Redfield was coming out, Redfall, or whatever the hell that game is. I don't even know what it is. It's a vampire game. You roam around, you suck fucking blood. I don't know. I really don't give a shit about that bullshit. Starfield, and it's weird because Redfall is above Starfield here. I don't know if that was supposed to come out earlier than Starfield, but regardless, both titles are delayed until the first half of 2023 with no specific date, so they could potentially delay it again. Because really, realistically, when these games release in the first half of 2023? You know, you're telling me Starfield's going to come out in June or some shit? Like, that doesn't seem all that plausible. The big games come out in the fucking fall season. So, I don't know, guys. I mean, this is bad for Xbox. I mean, it really is. I mean, you can look at it a different way, of course, but, like, I just think this is horrible news for Xbox. This is a major L. Literally a major L, and I honestly am surprised that this happened, to be totally frank. I mean, again, they were confident in the 11/11/2022 release date. Todd Howard, I mean, I remember reading something to the extent of, like, someone asked him, like, is there a possibility, and maybe I'm just making this up, I can't find the article, but if I dig, I'm sure I can find it, but I remember reading something to the extent of they asked Todd Howard, like, hey, is this really coming in on you know, in 2022, 11/11/2022? And I don't know if it was Todd Howard or someone else, but someone, I'm assuming from Bethesda, basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, like, if we weren't confident in it, we wouldn't have set a release date, you know, for it or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, now here we are. The game's been pushed back to holiday 2023. And again, there was no inkling that this was going to be delayed because the Xbox Game Showcase was like announced last week or some shit that, hey, this is coming in June. Okay, there's going to be Starfield right there. And Bethesda always does that shit. They show out Fallout 4, it comes out that holiday season. Fallout 3, that holiday season. So that's been their fucking, you know, their sort of track record with that shit in terms of how they stay quiet until they pull the curtain back, they show it off, and then it releases to the masses holiday of that year. Okay, and we thought that was going to happen here with Starfield. We thought, okay, they're locked in 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022. That's what I thought they were locked in. I thought they hit the fucking lock and you can't get it out. You know, I thought they were sealed it off. 11/11/2022. They came out over, I mean, it's been like a year since they unveiled Starfield, and it's been basically a year since 11/11/2022 has been ingrained in gamers' heads. And now all of a sudden you come out and you say you can't ship on 11/11/2022. Why? What's the big fucking holdup? You know, it doesn't make sense because it goes against what they fucking were saying. So unless something happened where they found like a massive bug that broke the whole fucking game or something, well, now they're going to have to spend the next like fucking 8 months debugging or some shit. I don't know how that shit works, but I mean, at the end of the day, again, you could find the articles where they're saying they're very confident, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022. That's what we were told day in and day out, 11/11/2022. That was a mistake. Clearly, that was they cannot afford another Cyberpunk here. They cannot afford another Cyberpunk here, and that's what I think they're because that this game, especially from the PlayStation fanboys, it's going to be picked apart. It's going to be picked apart, and they're going to hone in on just like the bugs and the glitches and all that bullshit. But I think this is an opportune time if God of War is still potentially on that table for 2022 here. Sony pulls that curtain back and says, hey, by the way, we have God of War. This is why you should be on PlayStation. If you still have a PS4, it's still going to be there for you. If you have a PS5, you're going to see the extra fucking wrinkles in Kratos' ass or some shit. I mean, I don't know. But, like, this is, I mean, again, what does Xbox have? Stalker 2, that's still on the table, seemingly. Okay, they have not officially delayed that. December of 2022. The likelihood of that happening, in my opinion, is very slim, although we might be surprised, okay? And then they got Scorn. So let's assume that those two games are still coming this year, Scorn and Stalker 2. That's better than nothing, sure. But if Stalker 2 is out of the equation as well, like Starfield now is, then I honestly think Xbox is doomed. I mean, this is a major blow. Now, again, you really have to think about it like this because, yeah, the delay is bad news. It's a massive L, and I think it's a much bigger L than people are actually looking at it from, they're like, oh, a delayed game is eventually good, a rush game is forever bad, or that fucking bullshit that gets tossed around. Well, look at Cyberpunk. I mean, Cyberpunk, like, took 400. It's just, you can't fix something that's totally fucked. But I don't know, man. This is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's like, they want to avoid a Cyberpunk situation because had this released on 11/11/2022, clearly they delayed it for a reason. What reason, we don't know. But, I mean, they tell us it needs more time in the oven, basically. But they always say shit like that. It's very vague. But so if this was potentially going to be another Cyberpunk situation, that would have been a massive, an even bigger L. So while this is an L, and while they have nothing, they have very little to show for holiday 2022, it is a better L than what could have been that big blow to Xbox Game Pass and Xbox and Bethesda and Phil
Johnny
Spencer.
B. Good donated £1.79 through Super Chat.
You know what I mean? It's just
Hi,
it's
Michael.
just
Do you
the
think
reality
it's
of
a
the
marketing
situation.
strategy?
Marketing strategy. Well, I mean, all this bullshit is marketing, to be totally frank. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've heard rumors about Starfield not being where it needed to be. There was that Starfield ex-Bethesda employee that came out on Reset Era, and he was verified by Jason Schreier. And they said that, the flying system, or I can't remember what it was all about, but we've heard some rumors that it wasn't where it needed to be, at least in some capacity, and now we get this delay into 2023. So, I mean, it could be a marketing strategy. I mean, ultimately, that's what I mean. I just think they're avoiding a disaster. I don't think they want to repeat Cyberpunk 2.0, because if that were to happen on Game Pass and they were to allow that shit to come out in a broken, buggy, unfinished state, it just wouldn't bode well for Xbox Game Pass. It wouldn't bode well for Bethesda. It wouldn't bode well for Todd Howard. It wouldn't bode well for Phil Spencer. And everything that they've made Game Pass to be, and Bethesda's trying to unwind from the Fallout 76 crap. So I don't know, man. Like, this is bad. Like, it's bad. Because regardless, like, the game's going to be buggy. It's a Bethesda title. Like, it's going to be buggy regardless.
Fable La Punisher donated $1.99.
It's going to be buggy regardless. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Rockstar needs to drop a trailer for GTA 6 soon.
That shit ain't I think the whole damn industry is on pause, really, basically. I mean, obviously there's some surprises coming this year that haven't been announced. I'm sure the new Need for Speed is coming, and, games like that, Modern Warfare 2, and, NBA, FIFA, Madden. You got all of those kind of standard titles coming. But, Skate 4, that probably ain't happening this year. I mean, obviously it doesn't happen this year. But, it's just like the games you want aren't happening this year. And again, Starfield, this is why I'm so pissed. This is why I'm so surprised. They told us time and time again, Starfield, Bethesda is feeling confident in its release date, Todd Howard says. So Todd Howard came out and talked to the press and told them that, hey, we're confident in the release of Starfield here. It'll be ready in time for its launch. Well, that's obviously not the case, because it didn't matter how confident they felt. Now they have decided to push it into 2023. And again, if Sony can come out with God of War, like I said here in this notepad, it's just a golden opportunity for PlayStation to swoop in and say, hey, we have God of War. It is coming out this year, and it's on the platform that you have, either PS4 or PS5 or both or whatever the case, right? So again, it's just a golden opportunity. If PlayStation can get God of War out the door, that's a massive move. That's a massive move because that's the big fucking game for the rest of this year. That's the big game for the rest of this year in terms of exclusives. Yeah, you got Madden, you got Call of Duty, you got this, you got that. But at the end of the day, outside of those titles, I mean, there's nothing really big coming. Starfield was going to be a big fucking game. Starfield was going to bring something new to the table potentially for Bethesda anyway. It was next gen only. It was Creation Engine 2. Game Pass Day 1, there's a lot to love about that combo, but now it's been pushed back into 2023. And again, it is surprising because they said 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11, that's all I heard, 11/11/2022. They literally came out last summer and said, okay, this is the Starfield teaser. The guy gets in the ship or some bullshit like that, and then it lights up and it says 11/11/2022. So why would you come out and say shit like that when now this is the reality? Like, that's what pisses me off. They were so specific, and then they doubled down on that, and they said, yes, it is coming in 11/11/2022. We're very confident in that. And then now all of a sudden they're not confident in that because something has came up. I mean, I just don't get it. Either they're avoiding the Elden Ring shit, they don't want to go up against Elden Ring because they already know that has a lock. This could be a marketing strategy. I mean, this could be a marketing strategy in the sense that, they don't want Elden Ring to get attention over Starfield, because we already know if they were to go head-to-head at the Game Awards show or whatever, I mean, that's publicity for Elden Ring. That's not publicity for Starfield. So If it got overshadowed by a game that came out early 2022 as opposed to Bethesda 11/11/2022, that was when it was supposed to come out. Just really wouldn't look good. And I think ultimately this is to try and get ahead of it because, again, next month they're going to be doing the Xbox Games Showcase, and I'm assuming Todd Howard and Bethesda, they're going to be there. They're going to be showing off a little bit of Starfield. I mean, it would be crazy for them not to. Maybe they won't at this point. Maybe they won't. I mean, maybe they're not going to show off Starfield. I don't know. But, I mean, what else could they show off at the Xbox Games Showcase? I mean, I think they're going to have to show off Starfield regardless of the release date. But I also believe that maybe they looked at that. Maybe the executives looked at that and they said, well, wait a minute, this maybe isn't up to where it should be. So let's go ahead and put the brakes on that because if people look at that, footage from the Xbox Games Showcase of Starfield and ultimately it's not where the cookie needs to be, then it's going to create a bad first impression. So maybe that's what this is to get ahead of that because maybe what they're going to show off isn't too fancy looking, but it's it's enough to say, okay, that has potential. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know, but this holiday is screwed for both consoles. For both consoles, it is totally screwed because you look at, again, PlayStation, what do they have? They have Forspoken. That's also on PC, but console exclusive for PS5. They got Forspoken. They have maybe God of War that we know of. I think there's that cat game. I don't know. There's some other weird shit. But so Xbox had more on the table for holiday 2022. They had Starfield. They had Stalker 2. They had Scorn. And I'm assuming Scorn's coming out. I think that's a solid estimation. Stalker 2, I don't think that's coming out this year. I think that'll get delayed soon. They might show it off at the Xbox Games Showcase, Stalker 2, but it doesn't mean that it won't get delayed. They might show a new release date. It might say 2023 at the end of the new teaser trailer or some shit, teaser gameplay trailer, who knows. But, Starfield was the big game because next gen only, Game Pass day one, Bethesda coming back and potentially doing so better than ever, but now we can't. You have to wait until 2023. And the reason why I'm upset, the reason why many gamers are upset is because they had specific release date from the get-go. It wasn't like they initially came out and said, okay, it's coming holiday of this year. No, they came out and said 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022, 11/11/2022. They were so fucking confident in that, and now they're not. That's why gamers are pissed. You know what I mean? Because it's just stupid. It's like if you're not ready, don't fucking put a specific date out there. When are we going to learn? Like it seems like the Cyberpunk situation just no one gave a fuck. It's ridiculous.
Phildrake donated £8.99 through Super Chat. I don't mind waiting for Starfield, better of waiting rather than getting a broken game like Fallout 76.
I mean, I agree, but with that said, I mean, do you really think, Phil Drake coming through, hell yeah, bro, appreciate it. Do you really think it'll be ready in early 2022, the first half of 2023? I don't even think that's even a likelihood at this point. I mean, if they're just going to delay it to another, like they don't even have a concrete date now. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather play something that's less broken and less buggy and more finished and polished and all that. But again, this is a Bethesda title. It's on a fucking new version of the Creation Engine 2, next gen only. I mean, there's a lot of factors here, and it just doesn't make sense to me why they came out and said 11/11/2022 when they probably knew internally that wasn't really. I mean, clearly, I don't know, and the shit doesn't make fucking sense, and I'm just tired of playing these games with all this shit. It's just like stop talking about a game until it's ready, for the love of God. Because this was on Game Pass day one, so it wasn't really about pre-orders. No one's pre-ordering this shit. It's on Game Pass day one. Obviously, if it were good, I would buy the physical copy of the game and just enjoy it that way. I would buy it because I want to play it and not have to worry about logging into Game Pass or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, I just don't understand how this is. I just think this is, and again, if PlayStation has God of War, it's over. I'm dead ass. It is over. If PlayStation has God of War this year, it is over for Xbox. It's the worst year in Xbox history. They have nothing. They have literally nothing. Yes, there's a collection of games on Game Pass, and there's value there. You're paying a low price every month to experience. There's great games on there, sure. But are there any new games? Are there any exciting games that are fresh off the fucking assembly line on air? Not really. And all of these games are coming to Game Pass. Starfield, Stalker 2, Scorn. Starfield, Stalker 2, Scorn. But at the end of the day, Starfield ain't coming this year. Stalker 2 probably ain't coming this year. And Scorn might come this year. But is Scorn really that big of a fucking game? No, it'll be cool. But if that's all they have this holiday season outside of maybe a few surprises that they're going to wait until... it's like, I don't understand what's happening. I don't get it. I don't get it. They buy all these studios, they buy all these fucking studios, and they have nothing to show for. Like, they bought these studios way back in, like, 2018. Where are these games? Like, I don't understand. They're going to showcase games at the Xbox Games Showcase that aren't coming anytime soon. Here we go again with that shit. Like, I honestly thought that there was no possibility. I honestly thought, and maybe I'm that fucking naive, but I honestly thought there was no possibility of this game getting delayed, and I was fucking dead wrong. So I believe so much into that bullshit that Bethesda's feeling confident in the release. And maybe when they asked him that, he was. But fuck me. You know what I mean? That was in November of 2021. They were feeling confident about Starfield in November of 2021. Okay, well, what happened between now and then? You know, they literally just announced the Xbox Games Showcase. Holy shit. They literally just announced the Xbox Games Showcase last week, and I thought, okay, everything's smooth sailing. That's when they're going to show off Starfield, and they probably still will. But who cares at this point, because it isn't coming until fucking 2023. Like, who cares? Like, that's the problem with this. The hype has deflated. The hype, in my opinion, has deflated tremendously. The hype has deflated tremendously because it's not coming holiday 2020. It's not coming holiday 2020. Even Redfall's not coming. I don't even know what that is. But that's not coming either. So, what are we doing? Where are the games? We got 2 games left that we know of, unless I'm missing something. Stalker 2 and Scorn. Now, if Stalker 2 comes out, that could be kind of the game that kind of saves Xbox for holiday 2022. But if that doesn't come out, and the likelihood of that coming out, in my opinion, is very slim, well, then that's off the table into 2023 as well. So then you have Scorn. Is Scorn a massive appeal game? I don't agree. I don't think it is. But it'll still be something for Game Pass, and at this point, something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. So I honestly think it's just
Johnson
over.
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. They're all following the Hassan strategy, so sad.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I'll tell you. It's just like, stop announcing these games that early. And again, it was the specific release date that really pisses me off about this situation. It wasn't like Hogwarts. You know, when they announced Hogwarts, they did it smartly because now they can delay Hogwarts. And again, we don't even know if that's coming out, although that's multi-plat. But here's the thing. When they announced Hogwarts, they just said holiday 2022. So that doesn't hold them... all they have is a window. There's no specific release date. But when you come out a year in advance and say 11/11/2022, then they ask Todd Howard months later after that initial unveil, and they say, hey, we're feeling confident about Starfield, and then all of a sudden they push this bitch back to 2023. Like, no, I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. Like, that's just total fucking bullshit. And I get it. Like, look, the game's going to be buggy regardless. It's a Bethesda title. When that gets into the hands of millions of gamers, they're going to find exploits. They're going to find fucking crashing bugs. They're going to find all, it's just the way it is, especially with Bethesda. I'm not saying they get a pass, but, especially with this, more so now than ever before, because it's on a fucking revision or a new engine, Creation Engine 2. Creation Engine 2, it's on next-gen consoles only. And, like, if Starfield comes out in 2023, if it does... who knows even at this point? They're not even giving specifics on the date. So now they can just indefinitely delay this bitch again and again and again and again until it's, I mean, if we're out here having this conversation next year and the game still isn't out, they have nothing, So if Starfield comes out and it's fantastic, well, that's great. And I'll buy it day one if it's really that damn good. But the hype, in my opinion, has deflated. Whatever hype, whatever mystery we had, it's like, okay, Bethesda's got this under control. It's not going to be another Fallout 76. They have a confident release date, 11/11/2022. And now they decide to slam the brakes on. 1 month before, they slammed the brakes on 1 month before the Xbox Games Showcase. They slammed the brakes on 1 month before the Xbox Games Show. Literally 1 month. Literally, it happens in 1 month, folks. June 12th, 2022. That's next month. So in 1 month, they decide to slam the brakes on. They decide to slam the brakes on, push Redfall and Starfield into 2023. First half of 2023. So either they looked at what they had to represent the game and have that ready for next month, and they said it wasn't good enough, or there's something else. It's buggy. It's a little broken here and there. They need more time to polish. I mean, I already know what it says on the screen, but they already told us that they were confident. They told us 11/11/2022, and that didn't come to fruition. So what is there to play? As an Xbox Series X owner, what is there to play? Of course, Stalker 2 not officially delayed, although I can see that coming soon as well. Scorn, that'll be cool, I guess. But why should I stay subscribed to Game Pass? You know what PlayStation is doing is smart right now, because next month they unveil that fucking PlayStation Premium shit, and you can play all the old games or whatever the fuck they got going on with that service. And at a time like that, it's great timing on that, because we don't even know if God of War's on the table. But in addition to that, there's nothing to fucking play. Okay, there's literally nothing to fucking play. So that's why it's very smart for Sony to do something like that, because it's like, okay, you can play the PS3 games, PS2 games, PS1 games in the PlayStation Premium collection, and if it's great, I'll fucking subscribe to it. But because there's just nothing. There's just nothing.
Phil Drake donated £8.99 through Super Chat. So true, where are the games? Either they get pushed back year after year, or they just disappear into the abyss.
Oh my God. And I know they don't want another Cyberpunk. They can't afford another Cyberpunk. Bethesda's reputation is on the line. Game Pass's reputation is on the line. Halo came out last year. Initially it was positive, and then people started to not care about Halo, just like Battlefield 2042, just like Call of Duty. All three of those shooters from last year are dead. But that's why Modern Warfare 2 is coming out, and so on and so forth with that bullshit. But like, I don't know, man. It's just... It sucks. As a Series X owner, it really sucks, because I'm not subscribed to Game Pass. And when I am, it's usually with the trial that they give me or some shit. Because there's no reason to be subscribed to Game Pass. If I know what's coming and it doesn't float my boat, why would I stay subscribed? If the big heavy hitters are not coming out later this year, then I don't care about Game Pass anymore. It's a great service. It's an incredible service, and the value is there. I love Game Pass. I really do. But if I know what's coming and it doesn't float my boat, there's no incentive for me to stay subscribed. There's no incentive for me to stay subscribed, especially knowing that Starfield is not going to be there holiday 2020, 11/11/2022. That was the initial release date, 11/11/2022. Now it's first half of 2023. So again, an opportune time. Okay, maybe this is the best strategy for PlayStation that they've ever seen before, because again, next month they're going to do that PlayStation Premium shit, and then maybe, just maybe, they put out God of War this year. Now, I don't think that's happening. They're just being weird about God of War right now. They got Cory Barlog coming out and saying, like, vague shit. Like, I don't know what any of that means. Is that secretly them saying, hey, this is probably going to get delayed, or whatever the fuck may be? But if they don't have God of War, they have Forspoken, and that's, I mean, is there really hype behind that? I don't think there is. Maybe there is. I don't know. But they at least have the PlayStation Premium shit. And Xbox doesn't have, I mean, unless there's some surprises at the Xbox Games Showcase, I don't know.
Round98 donated $9.99 through
Let's
Super
go,
Chat.
baby, holy shit.
I followed through on that promise I made to you the other night. Evil Dead on Friday. Let's go,
holy
Santa
shit.
Claus, Santa Claus.
Let's go, baby,
Santa
that's
Claus.
what we're talking about,
Gaming
holy
died
shit.
with the American...
Friday the 13th, The Evil Dead tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot. That's a great fucking release date for that. Damn, they pushed that back for marketing purposes, bro. That's why the Evil Dead game was delayed. It wasn't because it needed to be delayed. Someone brought this Starfield thing up, and they said, hey, this is maybe marketing, and it probably is. Although 11/11/2022 is a great release date. But look at the Evil Dead. Evil Dead's coming out tomorrow on Friday the 13th. Fucking Jason Voorhees shirt. Like, my God. You can't time it better than that. That's why they deliberately put it back. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that real MVP coming through. But I'm telling you, man, this is sad. The gaming industry, now we got to go to our backlog and just play old games. We got to go to our backlog and just play old games. Because there's nothing new to play. There's literally nothing new to play. Starfield first half of 22. Like, you have to be kidding me with this shit, bro. Again, let me pull this article up here. They're feeling confident. Todd Howard says they're feeling confident that it's going to hit the 11/11/2022 release date. Todd Howard says, feeling confident. Oh, my God. It's going to be in time. It's going to be ready for launch. Oh, man. It's just ridiculous.
Tylon donated $10 through
Holy
Super
shit,
Chat.
let's go, baby.
Mackle, it's over. The proof is in the pudding.
my God.
Man on the Mountain Miyazaki hit that home run so far out of the park that Todd Howard and company are running scared. They realized they can't get Gutty.
Well, I honestly think that might have something to do with it. I mean, they might want Elden Ring just to have its fun in the sun. I mean, honestly, there could be more to this than they're just telling us, of course. I mean, that's just, you know, the generic response is more polished. This, that, and the
QBini
third.
Gaming donated $5 through Super Chat. Forza Motorsport 8, and I'm guessing they moved something up early for the holidays.
I hope. I mean, well, look, another Forza game. I mean, look, Game Pass Day 1, sure, we'll check it out, but is that going to be really enough? Another racing? They just put out Forza Horizon last year. But, I mean, I guess if they have Forza Motorsport 8 or some shit, and you know, like you said, if they bring something up, I mean, that's what they're going to have to do at this point. So maybe something that we don't know about got moved up. I mean, shit's been in the works for years now. They've been acquiring studios since, like, what, 2017, 2018 or some shit like that. Like, something has to be getting close to being ready to ship. And maybe we'll get a better idea at the Xbox Game Showcase literally in 1 month from now, June 12th. It's May 12th right now, and in 1 month we'll have a better understanding of what's ultimately happening here. But I mean, if they come away and we're still in this position where it's like, okay, there's nothing, outside of Forza. I mean, if there's nothing there, then I don't know. I think it's just a bad year for Xbox, and after Halo and the drop off there. You can't help but wonder, like, what is the game plan here? Because Sony, I mean, if they got God of War, that's it. They sealed it right there. If Sony has God of War, they sealed it. And like I said, it's an opportunity, a golden opportunity for PlayStation to swoop in. Now that they know this, okay, now that they know the Starfield ain't coming out, and really push God of War if it's coming this year. That's what I think they should do. But right now, I mean, it's just, you look at the Xbox release date schedule, and there's nothing. There was something, and man, it would have been a great year for Xbox. Had Starfield and Stalker 2 and Scorn and a few other games, Forza Motorsport 8 potentially. I mean, if all of those games were to come out later this year, that would have been fantastic. But Starfield, we know officially is off the table. Stalker 2 is likely off the table just due to the obvious. Scorn's probably coming. So basically Scorn and Forza Motorsport and maybe a mystery title. But if that mystery title, maybe they got fucking Halo Battle Royale Edition or something. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, folks. It is really, in my opinion, hard times for Xbox right now. I mean, again, as someone who owns a Series X, I mean, again, the PlayStation 5 doesn't have too much to show for either. They got Forspoken. They got potentially God of War. But the likelihood of that coming, again, doesn't seem all that big. I don't know, man. It's just like, again, they're trying to avoid the cyberpunk situation again, and I get that. But at the same time, I mean, if you don't have anything to show for holiday 2022, it's like, well, then
we weren't ready to afford a house.
What is going on? What am I hearing?
Was
Whoa! What am I hearing? Something is playing. I don't know what kind of virus is going on here. Holy shit! That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my God. I mean, I just can't believe it. I honestly, everyone said this was going to get delayed, and it's like, where was that indicator? Where did you guys see that indicator? From some stupid 4chan rumor? Come on. And Bethesda usually rolls like this, where they announce something, they don't really talk about a game until it's ready. Are very close to release date. Look at the trend. I mean, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, maybe New Vegas. Well, New Vegas isn't, but they did it for multiple games. Is the point? I know especially for Fallout 3, I believe, or maybe 4. I can't remember. But one of those games, they announced it at E3 that year, and they showed the trailer or whatever gameplay, I can't remember, and then it came out later that year. And that's what I thought was going to happen here with Starfield, because they announced the Xbox Game Showcase. They said, okay, this is happening, the Xbox Game Showcase, June 12th, 2022. Okay, we're going to wait for that date. We're going to save that date. We're going to mark that date on our calendar, because Todd Howard and the damn team are going to pull the curtain back on Starfield. Todd Howard and the damn team are going to pull the damn curtain back on Starfield. And we thought, okay, that's when they're going to talk about this game. They're going to talk about it on June 12th, 2022. And they probably still are. But does it matter as much now? No. because it's not coming this year. It's not coming 11/11/2022. It's not coming 11/11/2022. And you just can't help but wonder, like, okay, they show off Starfield and it looks great. Well, that's great, but the goddamn game ain't coming 11/11/2022. Now it doesn't have a release date, as it just says the first half of 2023. The first half of 2023. So even if they show off something really cool next month at the Xbox Game Showcase, which they probably will with Starfield, and it's going to look impressive and it's going to get everyone hyped up to the moon and back, just know that Starfield does not have a concrete release date now, but it did 11/11/2022. They did this bullshit with Saints Row. Saints Row had a concrete release date. It was supposed to come out in February of this year. That was a total fucking lie, because quite clearly they pushed it back into August for whatever reason. And the February release date was obviously never realistic. It was total BS. And it's just sad. It's just really sad. But at the end of the day, you really just can't help but wonder, like, we just hope they have something in the tank.
$2 Australian through Super Chat. Get off Hamster Mackle Yukma.
I don't know what you just said there. I can't see. I don't know where the mouse is at. G. Charlie coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. I mean, it's just sad because ultimately at the end of the day, they were so confident in 11/11/2022, and it's not happening. So why would I care about Starfield now? It's not until first half of 2023. Probably get pushed back into fall of 2023, maybe 2024. Do you really think this game's coming in the first half of 2023? I really doubt it. Why would it make sense? Why would they release Starfield in the first half of 20? Like let's think about this. Why would they release Starfield in the first half? I think it's BS. I don't think this game's coming in the first half of 2023. Why would it release in the first half of 2023? I mean, Elden Ring was a big game, but I don't think even From Software anticipated it being that big, because they've always been niche titles and they've grown over the years, but, you know, Elden Ring was a different phenomenon. This, however, I mean, it's Game Pass. It's you know, and Phil Spencer came out and said it's going to be the biggest game on Xbox's Game Pass, and you know, all this shit. So it's like, okay, if that's the case, why would you release it in the first half of 2023? I think that's another fucking placeholder right there, to be totally frank. So I don't think this game's coming until maybe fall of 2023, if not 2024. To be totally frank, I mean, if those rumors are true and the flying is terrible or it's really buggy and broken, I mean, there's just not much confidence in the product right now, and that's really so incredibly sad, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, bro. Oh my God, Thanksgiving at 20. So it'll get delayed twice then, because the first half of 2023 doesn't make sense. Maybe for Redfall they can throw that out the first half of 2023, and it's like whatever. It's like the Blood Hunt Freedom. I don't even know what that bullshit is, but. You know, maybe Redfall for the first half of 2023, but I think Starfield will get delayed again. Okay, I'm just going to say that right here and right now. If we're already seeing this cyberpunk sort of bullshit happen, then it's going to get delayed again. There's no way that it's going to come out the first half. I just don't believe that, because now I'm starting to not believe anything. You know, if you come out and say you feel confident in 11/11/2023 and then it doesn't happen, I mean, what am I supposed to believe?
$5 through Super Chat. 11/11/2020/2020/2020/2023.
Oh, God. I mean, can you imagine? That's what I'm thinking, because the first half doesn't make sense. You really look at the first half of the calendar year, and most people aren't going to be spending. Well, I mean, it's on Game Pass day one, I guess. But I think Redfall will take the red. What is going on? Why am I hearing things? Turn that shit off. We got to delete this because it's just distracting. But I think Redfall has a chance for fall or first half of 2023, and then Bethesda, Starfield, they're going to delay. I think they're going to delay it again, bro. To be totally frank, because. It just seems like, you know, again, the rumors popped up just like last week.
Eagles Lair donated £10
Holy shit,
through
let's go,
Super
baby.
Chat. Is this what happens when you have far too much money to play with and you decide to go and buy a big company which is worth $7.5 billion, but you don't know what to do with it? This is what the...
Well, I mean, that's the thing with Xbox. They've been buying these companies over and over and over again because they got big fucking money. They got big money. And as such, it's like, okay, that's cool and all. They're, you know, acquiring all these companies, but where's the software? Like, they've been acquiring these companies for fucking years now, since like 2018. It's 2022. Where is the damn software? Like, I don't understand. Where is the software? It's never coming. All these games take decades to make, literally decades to make now, and it's not going to get any better.
Loophole 572
Let's go,
donated
baby,
$5
Loophole.
through Super Chat. 11 T 11 11 20 12 2 3 11 11 22 12 11 3 2 20 11 11 T 11 23 4 Sneed.
Oh my God! Can you imagine, bro? They might have gotten scared of Elden Ring. Loophole coming through with the 5. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. We might have to get Jason Schreier on the line. Here. I mean, this is ridiculous, folks. I mean, imagine if they just... I think another delay is coming, just not right now, of course. You put this out because either they're afraid of Elden Ring and the hype surrounding that, because that's just going to carry itself into the rest of this year. I mean, there's nothing else really coming. You got Modern Warfare 2, might have potential or whatever. But, you know, Elden Ring, I guess, is the big game for this year, and that's it. I mean, you know, where's the software? It's just nowhere to be found. So, I mean, you know, again, they have potentially Stalker 2, they have Scorn, but, and maybe Forza Motorsport. So those are still 3 games there. If Stalker 2 comes out, I mean, if Stalker 2 comes out later this year, that'll be great. That'll be a W. And that'll sort of, maybe that's the plan. Maybe they said, okay, Stalker 2 is actually, it is going to release this year, despite, you know, people thinking that it might not. So maybe like that guy said when he came through Super Chat, which we really appreciate, maybe he said, maybe they knew that something got pulled up and they threw the brakes on this. I don't know, but you have to wonder.
Through Super Chat. X hamster, 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 X
for them to delay it is seriously because, well, I just think I don't know, dude. Like, this is bullshit. Like, this was the only game that I was looking forward to. Like, literally, dead ass, the only game that I was looking forward to. Now there's nothing to look forward to because now this is, and again, the big thing is here is this does not have a release date. First half of 2023, that is not a release date. That's a release window. Starfield no longer has a release date, okay? I need you guys to understand that because literally that's what it says. Redfall and Starfield, they no longer have a release date. Now they have a release window. So Starfield had 11/11/2022. Now it has a release window. That's the big fucking deal for me. And as such, I think it's going to get delayed multiple fucking times. I think this is just the beginning of the delays. So why would they come out and do that? I mean, I guess they had nothing to show for outside of Halo last year, and they wanted to get people talking, so they just threw out this release date that maybe at the time they did feel confident in, but now they don't. And as such, first half of 2023, now they have a release window, and I just don't understand. I think this is a major L, like dead ass, a major L for Xbox. Really, a major L for Xbox. Let's go ahead and open up the lines here. Let's put the number on the screen here. Yeah, let's take some calls here. 818-284-4568. Let me type this in here. 818-284. There's like 5 million things on the screen. So let's go ahead and take some calls here, folks. Maybe Jason Schreier can call in. I'm not sure. Get the loadout out here. Actually, I don't have it installed, but I think we could do it the other way. Oh man, it's bad for Xbox right now. Like, if I only had an Xbox right now, I mean, well, there's nothing for PlayStation either, but
Z3R0x7 donated $2 through Super Chat. This is what happens when you shill men holding hands.
Well, I mean, it was the only. It was really, dude. It was the only game to look forward to, bro. I wasn't shilling the fucking game. I was just saying, okay.
Men holding hands.
Why am I hearing a ringing? Where the hell is this coming from? I don't know where that's coming from because I don't have it open. The fuck? All right, we're gonna get this rolling here. Let's go ahead and take some of these calls here. It is a sad day for Xbox, to be totally frank. And again, if PlayStation can get God of War out this year, that's gonna send a message to Xbox. And unless they can pull something up, I don't know.
Mike Sean Williams donated $5 through Super Chat. This is honestly sad, Mikhail. Hopefully they announce something for this year at the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, cause we need something.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if they have a surprise release, then shit, we can see. Oh God, we're getting bombarded here. Hello, you're on the air.
Well, that guy that called back a couple weeks, does this vindicate anything what he was talking about?
Well, he did say something about I can't remember exactly, but he said there was like some part of the game that wasn't really where it needed to be.
Would have that been the flying?
It might have been that, or it could have been something else. I don't know. Just like something about the hub. I don't know.
It's, it feels like a pinch in the ass.
Oh my God.
I don't know even where to start. Todd was very straightforward about this, and now this casts a lot of doubt in my eyes.
Yeah,
that was my feeling.
Yeah, and again, the big thing is it had a concrete release date. It had 11/11/2022, and it was easy to remember. So to move away from that to now a release window is very concerning. To a release window, first half of 2023.
Yeah, and as you were saying, there's also a multitude of Xbox and other Bethesda products coming out. So it just wouldn't make sense to release it with all those others at this point, especially early and not fall, where usually money is at. So I'm just really speechless, dude. It's got me really fucking pissed off. You were right. We had a concrete date.
Yep.
That was something to look forward to. When the head developer comes out and says, "I'm very confident about the product," what is that signaling to gamers that are interested in this product? I just don't get it, Michael. Why are Microsoft Studios continuing to push back their new up-and-coming games? And we saw the catastrophe that is Halo Infinite, their latest big budget game, right? I mean, how many fucking millions of dollars? That game costed more than Titanic, as I recall.
Oh, my God.
And it has nothing to show for.
Nothing.
I really was optimistic mostly about this one because we had Todd Howard behind it.
Yeah, and they have a lot. They have a lot to I mean, the Fallout 76 stuff. I mean, that probably didn't go as well as they'd hoped in some cases.
Well,
but
I'm gonna tell you this. It really is, I think, the fault of the YouTube content creators for shitting on that game. That game could have been so much more, and these big fucking mouth idiots destroyed any goodwill that Bethesda was going to have with that game. And I'm worried that this is happening now to Starfield. I see this hatred for this game for no fucking reason. And what is I don't know what's the point of pumping these games out when there's so many ungrateful fucks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Are we confident then it's going to get released early quarter? Because I don't feel confident about that. Like you said, the date is what mattered. That's what fucking mattered, and now they took that off the table. That is not a good fucking sign. They did something similar like that. Well, they kept with Cyberpunk, and they kept pushing it back and pushing it back. And I'm worried now that we're in one of these perpetual states where they just continue to fucking push back the product, Michael.
Yeah, and you look at Stalker 2, and that could save 2022 for Game Pass, but is that really coming out in December? I mean, it's hard to say.
Wouldn't you think they would have had a date out by now, like Starfield did? That's my opinion on that.
Well, that's why it's so upsetting, because they had a concrete release date. They had a release date basically a year in the making.
And I'm using Realtor.com.
All you gotta do
basically a year in the making.
Download the app.
We knew that we had to find a house.
Well, my biggest thing also, you talk about Stalker. They haven't given what you just said about Starfield. They haven't given you the date. So how am I supposed to even get hyped for that fucking game? We've barely seen what that's about. Now we understand what Stalker is, but come the fuck on, dude. And ever since the conflict has happened over there, they've been basically dead silent, Michael. I haven't seen any development. I haven't seen any new screenshots of the game. They used to be leaking that shit out piece by piece. It's went radio fucking silent. So we don't even know what Starfield looks like. And Stalker 2, which is, yes, another game I am very excited for, I'm not even seeing leaks of it anymore, which was a thing I was seeing. So I have to turn my head to Scorn, which you talked about. But here's the thing. This is an untested IP. I don't know really anything about this fucking studio. I'm going to be frank with you.
Yep.
I have no fucking idea what these guys have to offer. With Bethesda, I know what I have there. With a franchise like Stalker, I know what I have there. Okay? I'm very concerned.
So what
I'm seeing...
Right.
Sorry. No. You had a question.
$5 through Super Chat. When your next-gen game looks worse than PlayStation cross-gen.
Oh my God! I mean,
order.
So what do you? Literally in 1 month. This delay comes literally 1 month shy of the Xbox Game Showcase. And do you think they delayed it because maybe what they're going to show off isn't totally ready, and that's all they have to show? I mean, they have to show something, right? Well, maybe they don't now. I don't know. Maybe this changes everything. But I think they have to show off Starfield regardless, and it's like, okay, what if they show off Stalker 2 as well? Will we get a new release date? Will they confirm anything? Or are they just going to show us another gameplay teaser? But with Starfield, it's like, okay, literally 1 month from this date, June 12th, 2022. It's May 12th right now. So this delay comes literally 1 month shy of the Xbox Game Showcase, and it's like
400 Hungarian
it's just crazy.
Super Chat. Xbox fanboys on suicide.
It's a slap in the face. That's how I feel. That's how I take it, at least.
I mean, do you think they're doing this to kind of get ahead of it? You know, because we know the PlayStation fanboys will pick it apart, and you know, maybe there's some pop in, or you know, if you really get the microscope out and start looking, you'll see things that probably you don't want to see. But you know, maybe they're doing this to reassure people in a sense that, like, hey, this game isn't coming out, so we still have more time to work on it. Because maybe that demonstration next month is going to be good, but maybe not where they. I don't know. But again, at that point, it's like if it's not where it needs to be, why would you show it in the first place?
Right, because then you just have more critics than at your feet barking, because that's what's going to happen. So what you explained, that is, in my opinion, that would be the hope, right? That's what their intentions are. But, you know, you've actually laid out a really good case about the problem with pushing games back and not having actual, you know, they had this date set, so therefore there was a deadline on this date. By removing the deadline on this date, what's the point for them to work hard to get this game done in a way that makes sense? Well, you've removed that incentive. And now the game can be in a perpetual state, like with Cyberpunk, where the game would never be done. It wouldn't have mattered the amount of years, because the game would have never been done on time.
It's still not done.
Exactly. I completely agree, and I'm really frustrated because, you know, this was supposed to be a experience, being that this is a next gen only, PC only game. This is not on the shit consoles from 2013. Okay? That was why I was excited. It's gone. That excitement for me now is gone.
Yeah, so even if they show it off next month and it looks great, I mean, it still deflates the hype in my opinion, because it isn't coming out holiday 2022 on 11/11/2022 like it was initially planned.
No, and you bet your fucking ass they ain't going to have a new date set. You bet your fucking ass, man.
Oh, no.
I mean, they do this shit all the time. We've seen it time and time again with different studios. This is now, unfortunately, the norm. So I would like to at least see something, but you're right. What's even the point at this point? And I guess those are my last 2 cents. I have a lot of doubt now. I have a lot of concerns now, concerns which I wouldn't have raised to begin with. And now that I have seen this on a plethora of different fucking companies doing the same fucking shit over and over and over again, I have to now think Bethesda's a part of that fucking problem. And I didn't want to think that. In fact, I wanted to think that Todd Howard and Phil Spencer were trying to turn over a new leaf and make gaming great in a way that makes sense.
Yeah. But now that's off the table. So even if they show it off, it's like another game that doesn't have a release date. Literally, there's no release date for Starfield now. There's a release window. And that's what people are forgetting about this.
Exactly, man. I'll keep those wheels moving.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Mr. N coming through with the 5. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. What is the reason now for watching the Xbox Showcase? Well, that's a great question. Presumably Starfield's still going to be there, but to what extent we don't know. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, hey, Michael, how's it going, man?
Hell yeah, bro. Coming
hey,
through.
I got a question. So, in my opinion, there is a very good game that came out last month. It's called Lego Star Wars Skywalker.
Oh,
Saga.
come
Have you
on,
ever played
dude.
it?
Come on, dude.
It's like Mario Odyssey meets Lego Star Wars. It's very good. It's the best game they have ever made by far.
Yeah, I played it and I didn't like it. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, to be frank. So.
Okay, I gotcha. I'm a big fan. But
Right.
anyway,
Yeah. I mean, if I were a super fan of Star Wars, I probably would have loved it. But I don't know anything about Star Wars. I've never seen Star Wars.
It's a lot of fan service.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Michael, have a great day.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's continue to move the wheels, folks. Hello, you're on the air.
Todd Howard has never missed a release date, and you know what, Michael?
What? That's not true. What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, he's never said a release date and then delayed it before. What are you talking about?
Well, so I don't know. I don't know what that means.
It means he's never delayed a game, and you know what? I think that reset error thing is all but confirmed at this point.
Well, I mean, it's starting to add up. I mean, you know, I mean, the game doesn't have a release date now. It's literally delayed indefinitely. They can delay it until fucking fall of 2023 now.
Well, that's probably good because if the engine and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you come out? Why would you come out a year in advance and make a whole fucking trailer surrounding that date, 11/11/2022? It wasn't like this was like some fucking release. Like Hogwarts Legacy doesn't have a release, doesn't have a fucking. You know what I mean? It's just holiday, so they can delay that and no one cares because it didn't have a specific date. And Cyberpunk did this bullshit too, but. It just seemed like this was a different story.
Why are you bringing up Cyberpunk? I think Fallout 76 or something's better. Like Cyberpunk, what does that have to do with anything?
Because that they don't want a repeat of that. That's why they're slamming the brakes on now.
A repeat of it? They never made it. Like,
What do you mean? They don't want another disaster like Cyberpunk. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, it's going to be buggy. I mean, that's just how.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, that's the thing, and I think the game, regardless of the delays, the game's going to have bugs. I mean, there's no way to.
But who cares about a release date, though? I mean, are you really?
What do you mean? Well, then the game doesn't exist. What are you talking about, dude? I was looking forward to playing Starfield this fucking year, bro. Now there's nothing to play. What is there to play? God of War? Who knows?
Well, that's a story game. I mean, here's another thing, Michael. I want to ask you. You're so excited for the Quarry, but that is a movie game, dude. That's a movie game, and you're hyped about it.
Well, I mean that's what the industry has left me with, movie games. I mean, what do you want me to do? Starfield is a big, vast, open RPG, creation engine 2, next gen only, all these things. Game Pass day one. You didn't have to spend any real money on it. Game Pass day one, and now we're just it's over. First half of 2023, it's over.
Hungarian foreigns through super chat. Xbox
well, so you're upset that they
fanboys,
delayed
wake up and smell that coffee.
It sounds like because Todd Howard delays a game. That's how you know it's bad. I mean, that must have been a dumpster fire.
Well, then it's not coming first. Well, then if that's the case, there's no way that extra delay is going to really do much for them. I mean, if they need that much more time.
I agree. It's over for Xbox. Pack up the bags.
I mean, unless they have a few surprises, I don't think that.
Can they bounce back from this?
I don't know. I mean, if if Forza comes out, if Stalker 2, but it's a barren wasteland, and now it got worse.
Yeah, they need to make a new Elder Scrolls game. I didn't even want them to make.
Oh God, that's 10 years away from now. At this rate, that's 10 years away.
What do you mean?
Dude, come on, bro. You're talking about Elder Scrolls. They can't even get fucking Starfield out.
Well, they should have never made Starfield. I mean, imagine if the new Elder Scrolls was being released in 6 months. You wouldn't be complaining at all. You would be like, excited.
I mean, it's good that this got delayed, obviously in the grand scheme of things. But what do we have to play on Xbox this holiday? What about this holiday? I mean, it was supposed to come out 11/11/2022. That was the big fucking thing.
Oh my God, 11/11/2022, 11/11.
Oh, whatever, dude. You don't get it. You don't understand.
What don't I get?
Well, you got to go back to bed. Okay, you're done. Get them off there. Let's go. We got limited battery out here, folks. Hello, you're on the air.
I am the insider. I have some information for you.
Really?
What do you want to know?
Everything. Spill the beans. No one's watching. You could spill the beans, okay?
Okay. but I can't reveal my real name.
Well, you sound like
The
Batman.
Callisto
Let's call you the
Protocol.
Batman. Let's call you the Batman.
The Callisto Protocol will be delayed to 2023.
What the fuck is that?
Crisis 4 will be revealed this year.
No.
Bloodline
Kojima is working
271
on an
donated
exclusive Sony title.
$1.99 through Super Chat. Lazy
Need for
millennial devs
Speed
crying about
will be next
crunchy
gen
server.
only, releasing late 2022 with a Chicago setting. There is a Metal Gear remake planned for next year. Stalker will be delayed to 2023. Naughty Dog is working on a Last of Us remake. It will be revealed in the next few months. I will call back with more information as I get it, but this has been The Insider.
Holy shit, we got an insider on the fucking show. Bro, we got an insider on the show. Dude, that's what the fuck? We got an insider on the show, bro. Did you guys hear that? Write that shit down, because it's probably all fucking true. Hello, you're on the air. I wouldn't doubt it at this point. Oh, Lord. Holy shit, bro. Crisis 4 is coming. Last of Us remake. What else did they say? I can't remember. Need for Speed is next. Well, shit, we shouldn't be saying stuff like that. They might have our ass. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael hates niggers.
Oh, whoa. What the fuck?
Follica donated 400
Follica
Hungarian
coming
forints
through.
through Super Chat. Imagine being creatively
Oh
bankrupt.
my
You remake
God.
Lou.
Hello, you're on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm Stormwolf, and the reason that I am basically calling you is because I figured on Stalker because of the whole Ukraine crisis.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think that, yeah, with the country being, just a battlefield and whatnot, I wouldn't even be surprised if the software gets blown up. I mean, I don't see it, possibly existing. Hopefully that crisis will be over, but, right now with it being there, unless they move that software out and go do it somewhere else, it's always at risk. So, but, now with Starfield, it is a huge blow. But unfortunately, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is a smart play, of course, but, the initial blowback is going to be something they have to get over.
Well, if it's marketing, then they're making a mistake. There's no reason to be doing that for marketing purposes. There's nothing for Xbox. And then if Hogwarts Legacy doesn't actually come out, then Xbox has literally no new games to look forward to for the rest of the year. I mean, I wish that, Microsoft would have been honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, they were so confident in the 11/11/2022 date, and now Starfield doesn't have a release date. Literally, it's got a release window.
Right, and Elder Scrolls, like you said, 10 years away. Fallout, the new Fallout game, when are we going to see that? We don't even know. And then, honestly, I think personally, what they should do, Microsoft should quick pedal, some of the games they bought. StarCraft, put that on console, and put Warcraft and World of Warcraft on console. Give us something,
Well, yeah, at this point, something is better than nothing, especially now.
But anyway, I'll let somebody else go ahead and put their input. But good talking to you. Hey, if you're on Xbox, I don't know if you even, well, there's probably nothing to play right now because obviously there hasn't been, but, if you want to give me an ad, it's Severus2908. So.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Hello, you're on the air.
Niggers.
No, 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 no.
Niggers.
No, 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 no. Hello, you're on the air. Charlie Man, we just got a brand new member. Charlie Man, let's go, baby. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. All right, let's go to the next caller here. Wait a minute, hold on. Hello, you're on the air. We got to get you on the air, bro. I think you got something to say.
Hiya, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what? It's over.
Oh, good,
it's over,
good,
bro.
good.
You called in with the scoop.
No, it's not, baby. Relax. No, relax. It's all good. My guy from Bethesda, he told me that he's coming back to the UK. We're gonna have some drinks when he gets here. But in terms of what they've done, they showed what they had to Microsoft. Microsoft said it wasn't good enough. It's got to go back into the cooker. This is good news. It means that when the game comes out, it's not going to be buggy, because you hit upon something earlier that he was talking about. You said that basically it's going to have bugs. That's what Bethesda's known for. Well, they're trying to change the course. They're trying to change the way how we perceive Bethesda and their games in the future. So as a result of which, no bugs, no disappointment, meeting customer expectation. The long and the short of it is the version that they showed Microsoft wasn't up to Microsoft's liking, so that's why they put it back. But this is excellent news for us, because imagine if they gave us a shit version of the game. Can you imagine?
Well, that would be terrible, yeah.
So what they've done is they've changed their whole company, the way how the company looks at their products, and in this world of shit developing, Microsoft isn't going to allow them to bring out a half-assed version of the game, because you're right, they do have a lot riding on it. Basically, this is supposed to be the perfect advertisement for Game Pass. Microsoft is 110% all in for Game Pass. They truly see it as the Netflix of gaming, because let's keep it real, the real money is in subscription, not in buying product.
Right.
So that's where, from a business standpoint, that's where they're going. But in terms of the game, it's the best news ever. I heard
Okay,
something like this before.
What about next month with the Xbox Game Showcase?
All they're gonna do is just basically show us some renders. They're gonna show us some gameplay that isn't broken, obviously, and they're just gonna measure. We're just gonna have to measure our expectations. The long and the short of it is, Microsoft isn't about rushing anything. More to the point, while we're talking about rushing, they're not going to force any studio to engage in, what do you call it, crush, or whatever you call it, when they make the developers work overtime for no reason. The world is changed over there in a corporate sense, because they understand that we are the only consumer in any market that is prepared to wait for shit. Because if it was an instance where, say, for instance, Ford was bringing out a new car, and Ford said the car's coming out 2022, it would affect their sales if it doesn't come out 2022, because the car market. But our market is a youth-led market, and children don't care. Let's keep it real for a whole second. They brought out the game. If they brought out the game, let's say, for instance, because they're talking about it's more than likely not even going to be next year spring. They're looking at next year holiday season.
Oh my
because
God.
As you know, no, Michael, don't worry about it, baby.
No, what you mean, homie? Bro, they said 11/11/2022. What you mean? One whole fucking year of delay?
That's right. But when it comes out, then there won't be any reason.
Yeah, but I
for
don't
us
care about it anymore. Like the hype is deflated for me.
That is maybe, Michael, but let's keep it real. You, just like myself, they bring it out 11/11/2023.
Oh, bro, I ain't got... I mean, maybe
on.
Cyberpunk will be fixed by then. Shit.
No, not at all. Cyberpunk ain't finishing at all.
Well, you know what they should do? CD Projekt Red should just say, we're going to remake Cyberpunk in Unreal Engine 5. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think they should just do that.
No, they don't have the resources to do that.
Well, they got billions of dollars. I mean, come on.
No, their parent. You see, what we're failing to understand, their parent company has billions of dollars. They don't have billions of dollars unless the parent company gives it.
Well,
to
they
them.
suck. So I mean,
well, I can't disagree with you there. But the long and the short of it is, water's wet. Bethesda games are late. What could we say? It's coming. It will come. know what I'm saying? In the meantime,
It was
we've got
supposed to
Modern
come
Warfare.
this holiday season. It's over. Okay, come on, dude.
You ain't got, bro. You ain't got to tell me twice. I know exactly when it was supposed to
I'm
come
sure
out.
you do.
Redface Gaming donated
You
$2
see,
through
you see
Super
that boat
Chat.
that you're in. You've
Get
got
this
one
guy
oar
off the line.
pedaling, and I've got the other oar. But the long and the short of it is, it's just not happening this year. That's what. Once we come to terms with that, then everything will be copacetic. Trust
Well, what
me
about
on that.
Stalker 2 and shit like that? I mean, they still have that on the table potentially, or?
No, Stalker is indefinitely on hold because of
Oh
the
my
troubles.
God. Okay, so
The
then,
long and the short-
then what do they have? Forza?
More than likely Forza. They're gonna push some like what a smaller game from their smaller studios, but what they're not prepared to put on the line is the credibility of Bethesda, and more importantly, that is intrinsic with the credibility of Game Pass. Because if they have another disaster like Outlanders, then then it's over. It's over for Game Pass. Because as much as forgiving as the gaming public is, once you lose confidence in a product, once it loses its heat, it's not coming back.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The first impression, yeah.
Xbox will be fine because, irrespective of what comes out for the rest of the year, they've got lots of third-party games that are going to come out that will basically make us forget about Starfield until Starfield comes out. That's the bottom. It's a very fickle industry, but so long as they've got the third-party games coming out, like your Modern Warfare 2 and Lord knows what else is coming out, people ain't even going to remember Starfield until they announce Starfield again. So it's not all bad news. We've got lots and lots of good news coming ahead.
I hope something got moved up because they need something this holiday, and it's either got to be, Forza can't just carry another racing game. Jesus.
I think that's what it's going to be for 2022. But saying which, that in of itself is good for Microsoft because it will open up the demographic of Game Pass. You got to understand, most of Forza Motorsports players are mature gamers. The kids ain't really interested in it. So what they're doing, they're opening it up to the old folk to say, we've got something for you. This product is available on our version of Netflix. Pay us £10 a month. You've got all the games that you're possibly going to want to play because, as you know, adults don't have enough time to play as many games as we'd like. So I think they're on the right track in terms of what they're trying to do for Game Pass. But if you're talking as a raw gamer, yes, Sony should, if they can, Sony should strike while the iron's hot. But then again, what we're failing to realize is that in the greater scheme of things, apart from your fanboys on both sides, no one don't give a fuck about an exclusive. If you've got a PlayStation, I know tons of PlayStation owners who've yet to play flipping Last of Us 1. They're not interested in that shit. So long as they got their Madden and or FIFA or their Call of Duties, that's where the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, but most people play Call of Duty on PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. Basically, and your Maddens. If you haven't got Madden on PlayStation, it's a problem. But like I said, no one gives a fuck about these games, where you could God of War and all the rest of it. Yeah, it's cool, it's on there, but you have to understand that the casual market outnumbers the actual gaming market now. And for people that profess to be gamers, they're not really gamers, they're just consumers. So, like I said, from where I'm standing, I'm pleased that Starfield has been put behind. I'm pleased that they're doing the work on the engine like they're supposed to, and not just handing out any old bullshit. In addition to which, graphically, there's nothing wrong with the game. But here's something that will blow your mind. There's an actual working version of Starfield for the Xbox One console.
Really?
And I'm not talking about S neither, the Xbox One, because early in its development, most of the concepts of the game were produced for Xbox and that architecture of chip, not for the Xbox One. Sorry, not for the Xbox Series X. So with that being said, it's just the problems that they had with the engine initially that needs to be ironed out. Otherwise, it will corrupt the whole fucking game. Because it's not so much the flying part. Like I said, it's the way how the missions are presented to you. It's the way how the missions are given to you. If that's broken, then you haven't got a game. Because yes, you could start a mission. They've learned their lessons from Skyrim. There's many missions in Skyrim. Yes, you could start it. Can you fucking finish it? No, you can't, because there's always bugs. Microsoft ain't having that no more. So they'd rather put it back in the oven for however long, so that when it does come out, it works correctly. Because although some of those things could be sorted with a patch, it's about reputation, first impressions, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm chuffed. I really am. And if I can't play it till next year, so be it.
I guess.
Aside from that one though, as we're talking games, what are you going to play in its place? What are you personally going to get down with, seeing as there's no Starfield?
There's nothing. This was the only game.
That was the only game that was going to tickle your fancy this year.
Pretty much. I mean, unless something pops up that we don't know about just yet, which could happen. I guess the new Need for Speed.
You know,
I mean, Modern Warfare 2. I don't know. I'm a fucking casual, I guess.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is going to be off the chain. Basically, they've really, really put in the work with this one.
I hope.
Because again, cultures are changing at these games companies. When we criticize them for having broken, buggy games, some of the developers, now bear in mind I said developers, not publishers, fuck the publishers. Some of these developers take it to heart because it's their art, it's their vision, it's the things that, bear in mind, when we play a game for an hour, we don't understand that this is like, we're playing like 3 years of someone's life.
True.
From concept to actual development. So as a result of which it does hurt them. Because my friend was telling me that they were crestfallen when 76 sits up. They were actually crestfallen because of the amount of time and effort that individual teams put into it, in addition to which bonuses were on the line as well. They all got their bonuses in the end, but it was looking like they weren't going to get their bonuses neither because of the poor reception they had. So with that being said, in some development circles, they're basically asking their higher-ups to give them the time they need to produce the products that us, the consumer, actually want. So that's being heard in some corners. In other corners, it's not being heard, obviously. But the proof will be in the pudding, and we'll see when these games finally come through. But my word to you and everyone else who's in the same boat as me, wanting Starfield, relax. It's fine. It'll be here when it be's here. It's as simple as that. As disheartening as that may feel now, you'll change in a couple of months. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm going to move the chains. Stay strong, my bro. Speak to you soon. Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Peace.
All right, let's get a few more callers in, folks. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. What in the blue fuck am I listening to? Oh, my God. It hurts. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, fuck. Well, he's acting like this is a positive. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe, but, like, if we don't see this game until fucking holiday 2023, then yikes. Hello, you're on the air.
Delay is a fail for Xbox and Bethesda. It's actually quite smart, because they're not going to be pulling a Cyberpunk. I know you said this.
Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they don't want that. No one wants that.
Absolutely. Business-wise, it's very smart.
Yep.
And if you check out online, just search through later today, most people are actually with this decision. Like, I would rather have a good game with minor issues on release day than with a broken game with huge issues. And if you think about it, they're only delaying the game maybe 5 months. They said the first half of 2023. So November, and then go from November on. So it's not like it's going to be a whole year. Hopefully not. But from what, if you go online and you read the leaks, some former Bethesda employees, that they have issues with the engine because they created this from the ground up. You're going to have issues with it no matter what if you create a new engine. And apparently, it's the same issues with Fallout 76. Sorry. It's the same issues with Fallout 76 when it was released. People falling through the map, people flying everywhere, issues with the game crashing. So, honestly, this is not a bad decision. And they're not the only ones. Breath of the Wild got delayed until spring 2023.
Oh my God!
And the Justice League game just got delayed, and now there's rumors going around that the God of War is possibly in line. And for what reasons, we don't know. It could be a marketing business or it could be because so many other games are having issues that it's okay for them to be like, okay, you know what? We can step back and say, hey, we're going to take 5 to 6 months to fix this game because it has issues. Why? Because of the Halo, the Battlefields, the et cetera games. You know what I mean? They can use those as an example to say, we want a better game. So this is very smart on their end.
Yeah.
Do you agree, or?
Well, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, I don't think they should have came out with that specific release date. I think that was a mistake.
I do agree with the release date. It almost seemed like they really put that rubber stamp seal on the fucking game, you know what I mean? But it makes me wonder why. And the only thing I can think of is shareholders, people in Xbox pushing for a release. I think they wanted that, and I think they needed it to help with the sales for Game Pass. Because it's supposed to be day one exclusive this year, November. So with that coming so closely now they can pull that switch and say, oh, sorry about that. We're going to delay it for a little bit. But at the same time, I agree with it because I don't want a Fallout 76 scenario. I want a game that's actually going to work. But all right, I'll let you go because I'm running right now.
Hell yeah, bro. That guy's running and he's not out of breath? What the fuck? Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
With that coming so closely now they can pull that switch and say, oh, sorry.
Well, I guess you're not ready. Oh, my God. Starfield is so fucking screwed. I don't know what I'm hearing. I don't know if the guy's playing music or if that's just what he's playing. I don't know what fuck's going on. We got to go to the next caller. Guys, we got to go to the next caller. Hello, you're on the air.
You fucking nigger!
Who the fuck are these idiots? Hello, you're on the air.
It's Muda.
Oh, bro, let's go, baby. We got the last caller right here, Muda.
Okay, so here's the big problem. You want to know the problem with all this?
What is it?
Nothing's made for fun anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nothing's made for fun, and that's the real big problem we're facing here. Like, Starfield is made by the guys who brought you 12 editions of the same Dragon fantasy piece of shit. Like, and you know, Michael, deep down that you can defend them all you want because they're a Microsoft, but deep down, no one likes dragons in fantasy. You can take that and shove it up your fucking ass.
No, what do you mean?
You can take it and shove it up your ass. But here's the thing, is why do we really need Starfield? That's the big question we really should be asking ourselves. Do we really need this game when we have a game called No Man's Sky? That's the big question we should be asking ourselves. A game where you can go to an infinite universe, there's creatures, you can own towns, you can cook food, you can be a pirate, they update the game all the time for free. The most consumer-friendly company on the planet. Why do we need this Starfield? What is your answer to that, Michael?
Well, at this point, I don't care about Starfield anymore. They delayed it. Who cares?
Exactly.
I'm not even kidding.
It doesn't mean it, yeah. And they use this delay excuse. Oh, if we delay, the game's gonna be good, which we know that's not the truth, obviously. Like Cyberpunk was delayed how many times?
Yeah, and they just put out 1.5 earlier this year, and it's still fucking trash.
Exactly, and you go to
2 years later, nearly.
They were like, oh, 1.5, that's cool, okay. Oh, they added pool to your apartments? Okay, let's play pool. You go to the pool table, you go to play, your character flips you off, and that's it.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know that's what happened. Holy shit, man, fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. 2004, San Andreas had pool in multiple buildings.
Oh my god.
It's over. It is over. That is the state of the industry. So, do you think was that the nail in the coffin for this company, this delay?
I mean, probably.
Like, Rockstar, they're the only ones that can save anything at this point. You know that. You know that deep down. Like, Rockstar is the only ones that can save the industry at this point. Like, why doesn't Rockstar make a space game? That's what I say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, shit.
Here's 2 games I want to see from Rockstar: a pirate-based game, because Sea of Thieves sucks ass, and then I want to see a space theme game, right? Because they can do it good. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Fuck Tom Howard or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a dick, and that's about it. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how many times this game gets delayed, it's gonna be shit. I mean, there's a little bit of hope because Fallout's pretty good,
Loki
but
donated $2
that's
through
about
Super
it.
Chat.
But look at
Time to
Fallout
sell
4; it
my
was still
Xbox.
pretty shitty compared to New Vegas. They got rid of a lot of gameplay.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a night and day difference.
Yeah, exactly. Dumb down everything.
Oh, yeah,
just
for
to
the
get it out the
casuals.
door. Yeah, for the casuals, exactly. Like, it's so incredibly sad. But yeah, Rockstar's our only hope. But I hope everyone knows that. As much as, just remember, Grove Street Games is the one who made the trilogy, not Rockstar. And Sam Hauser's still there, and he's the one of the founding members. So just remember that Sam Hauser and Rockstar's the only hope. And if you don't think so, go fuck yourself. That's all I have to really say. Anyways, have a great day, Mackle.
Hell yeah, bro.
Take care, bro. Stay out of trouble.
Hell
See
yeah,
ya.
bro. They're still calling in. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. What the fuck? Oh, I don't know what that is. We got to get it off the air. Let's go. One last caller here. The whole system is breaking, folks, in real time. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. This isn't American Idol, dude. This isn't American Idol. Get a job. Oh my God. Hello, you're on the air.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone wanting your Burger King burger.
I mean, so again, you look at the release calendar window here. Xbox has little to show for holiday 2022, Starfield 2023 now. Stalker 2 probably going to get delayed more than likely. Scorn, I guess. Maybe Forza, maybe something else. But again, it's a golden opportunity, in my opinion, for PlayStation to come on in if God of War doesn't get delayed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if they don't delay that either, I mean, who knows? Everything could get delayed. Everything is up for delay. But, I mean, if that comes, I mean, you can play the Dead Space game again that you played in 2008 yet again, just with new graphics. So I guess that is something. I don't know, man. It's sad. This was the only game that I was looking forward to, Starfield, and now it's 2023 first half, supposedly. Probably get pushed back even further than that. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see and get a better understanding of what the game is and all of that stuff next month at the Xbox Games Showcase. So, look, I think we've covered everything here that I can remember trying to talk about, but that's going to do it for now. We should remind you that tomorrow we got the Gamer Goal coming onto the show if you guys are interested in that. Let me pull up the trailer here by Gamers Haku. The Gamer Girl tomorrow. We're going to be starting early, kind of like we did here today, so make sure you jump on in when we go live. But the Gamer Girl tomorrow could be crazy. And let me pull the trailer up here if you guys are interested, and that's tomorrow. And we'll give you a time frame on that. But here's the trailer, folks. Let's go, baby. Well, that could have potential, yeah. I mean, but that's on everything, so. But this is the trailer for tomorrow. I'm a Devil coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate you. Let's pause that. No. We got to get sound. Okay, the Gamer Girl tomorrow right here. Let's full screen this again by Gamer Saku. Make sure you go check him out. He's just a fantastic Steven Spielberg editor. And this is going to happen tomorrow, folks. So you're going to want to be here tomorrow, kind of around the same time as when we started this. I think we started this at like 11 a.m. I can't remember the time. I don't even know what time it is. 2 p.m., whatever. But, here we go. Tomorrow, here's a preview of tomorrow, folks. The Gamer Girl is making her debut. Let's put the audio on. Let's go, baby. Holy shit! Let's go, baby! Tomorrow, Friday the 13th, you're going to want to be here. The Gamer Girl is going to make her appearance on camera, okay? You're going to be able to see the Gamer Girl, potentially interact with the Gamer Girl. This is going to be a crazy show. So tomorrow, that's what we're doing. But again, to recap here, Starfield pushed back into fall, or, spring. First half of 2023. That's so incredibly sad. I think it's a big L for the meantime for Xbox. But again, I guess we'll find out and know more about the game next month as the Xbox Games Showcase is next month, literally in 1 month from right now. So that's going to do it, folks. There was no audio. Oh, shit. We got to play that. Oh, fuck. Why is that muted? We got to play that again. There was no audio. What the fuck? Well, we got to play that again then. I didn't. Yeah, it's hard to see the screen out here, folks. So we got to play that again. Here we go. You guys ready? Tomorrow, the Gamer Girl. This Friday, Friday the 13th. Tomorrow, you guys got to be ready. Here we go. This Friday, Friday the 13th, the Gamer Girl is coming onto the show.
This is going to be the biggest event in the history of this channel.
This Friday, Friday the 13th, the Gamer Girl is coming on to the show.
It's not going to be Alana Pierce. It's not going to be the assistant coach in a wig.
You got to get ready, folks. It is official. Friday the 13th, the Gamer Girl is coming.
I'm the clumsiest number you've ever seen. Unlucky.
Oh my God,
13.
folks. Tomorrow, Friday the 13th, just an incredible trailer from Gamer Saku, literally Steven Spielberg. Make sure you check his channel out and go fucking subscribe. That guy's on a whole different fucking level. I'm not even joking. Like, I've never seen someone as good. I'm not even kidding. Just on a whole different level. Gamer Saku, I think you could see it right there. Definitely go check him out. He put that together. And tomorrow, the Gamer Girl is going to make her appearance. It's going to be a crazy show. But again, to recap here, Starfield delayed until the first half of 2023, and Redfall, whatever the fuck that is, some vampire multiplayer shit probably. And that's it. We're going to have to wait and see, I guess, in terms of what they have for this holiday 2022, but it seems like it got a little bit less cool for Xbox this holiday 2022. So, folks, with that said, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show, and we will see you later. I think there's something coming through the pipeline here, so let's wait for that to play out, and then we'll see you tomorrow for sure on Friday the 13th. The Gamer Girl is going to be making her appearance, and it might be a crazy fucking show. So you're going to want to be here for that, baby. Let's go. I think there's something coming through the pipeline here. One last super chat here. But we're waiting for this to come through here. It is over, folks. The industry is in shambles. The industry is in oh, it's not a stripper.
Alex
What do you
Escobar
mean?
donated $2 through Super Chat. Mackle, tomorrow show will save the industry.
It's going to have to, because the gaming industry can't save itself. You know what I mean? The gaming industry can't The gaming industry can't save itself. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Alex Escobar coming through the last super chat of the show. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, support the show. Gamer Girl tomorrow. Starfield delayed into the first half of 2023. It's over.